Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? I am going to be eating some chicken and rice today. Okay. Hopefully that creates a good thumbnail. Let me lower this really quick. Alright. So, I'm also drinking my cherry Coke. It's a cherry Coke Zero. So it should be pretty good. Sorry about my if you're hearing my computer in the background. I also don't have any plastic forks, so sorry if you hear scraping. But today I'll be talking about just kind of like an overall general update about what I've been doing, plus shows I've been watching. If you see this cap, I also have my red Gatorade, or Powerade rather. I look pretty decent. You guys like the new do? One person commented on my last video. And they were like, nice haircut, man. I was like, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. I actually cut it myself. I just took a razor, well, clippers rather. And not a razor, but clippers. And just went to town and cut it. Because I don't like spending $20 to get my hair cut if I have my own clippers. And I was tired of my hair being all wild and crazy. So anyways, to the topic of the video. So, recently, was it this weekend? Yeah. This weekend. So last week, the family member in my update video, like where I've been, if you watch that video, it's like me eating Alfredo pasta. If you watch that video, I was talking about like where I was and how I went on that trip and everything. So the same family member that I'm talking about in that video is the same family member I'm talking about in this video, the one that's getting quite old. And I'm being very vague for safety reasons because the internet is crazy. But so basically we went to take that family member down to the same family members we were visiting down in that state. And so we went to the same, like, we went to Biloxi again. We went to we were at not the Harrah's, we're at the IP this time. And what was funny is so my dad last week already dropped that family member off with basically her daughter, which is my cousin. So yeah, it's my aunt. And so they have to, so they were not have to, but they were like basically like she was staying with them and everything, but she really didn't want to stay for too long. She likes to be, she wants to check up on her house and everything and her stuff, so we had to bring her back up. Well, so, lost my train of thought. Anyways, so we wait to go down there to go pick her up to bring her back because my dad had dropped her off the week before. And so we go, and then once we actually get to my cousin's place, we chill, we hang out for a little bit because we can't check in to the IP until like 4 o'clock. And one second. So we can't check in until like 4 o'clock. So what we do is we chill, and then after about 4, we head on over to the IP to check in. So we go to the IP, and my dad said that he scheduled like a non-smoking room, and then we checked. Excuse me. We checked with that lady, with the lady at the front desk, and she was like, yeah, it's a non-smoking room at the whatever floor. And we go up there, and it smells like smoke on the floor. Like, I was making jokes with my dad. I was like coughing and stuff. I was like, because you literally, it smells like smoke on that floor. I was like, bro, why does it smell like the casino up here? I told my dad, I was joking around, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get secondhand lung cancer. I feel like I'm gonna get lung cancer from like secondhand smoke up here. And my dad started cracking up. I'm like, it is crazy. We get to the room, and it just smells like smoke. I'm like, didn't we get a non-smoking room? And my dad said, well, he would normally schedule non-smoking, and the lady downstairs said non-smoking. So what probably happened is he scheduled a smoking room because there was no other option. And that kind of sucks, because I wish it would have been a non-smoking room, and I hated that, because as soon as I get back to my house, I went and I smelled my stuff. Sorry, there was a bug. I got bugs in my room. You might see them flying around in the background, but because I got the ring light, I got moths like flying around the ring light. But anyways, so we go down there. Oh, I was saying, when I come back, everything I have smells like freaking smoke. And so I'm like, God dang it. Why didn't we just able to get on smoke room or whatever? So it's Saturday when we get down there. And we spend the night. Actually, my dad and I, okay, I think we played twice. Once when we got there, and once before we left. So, when we got down there, because it has a casino in there, of course we're gonna go play, right? So we get down there, and long story short, I don't make anything. My dad doesn't make anything. So we get back up to the room, and we chill. We're like, okay, well, we might go play, later on, like in the morning. So we get some sleep. And I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, like when I was talking about the similar subject, but my dad snores really loud. And oops, that was actually really harsh, sorry. So my dad snores pretty loud, and it was like, it's hard. I always bring my headphones because I listen to ASMR, so I'm trying to like go to sleep with that, but I can hear him through my headphones. So I really didn't get a lot of sleep. If any sleep, he wakes up early for work, so usually when he's awake is when I'm sleeping. So that's usually like the schedule anyway, because I'm up late doing stuff like this. Like, what time is it right now? I can't see a clock, but I think it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I make these videos, basically. So anyways, so it's the next day, and then my dad and I, we want to go, and well, I'm hungry. I'm pretty hungry. I think my dad has a snack in the morning, so he's not as hungry, but we're gonna go get food. So I go down. There's this like little coffee bar. They sell little pastries. It's kind of like it's called Infusion, but it's kind of like it's kind of like Starbucks. They have their own thing. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna get some like coffee, and I'm gonna get like some kind of pastry to hold me over until we go get breakfast. So I go down there, I get a caramel macchiato, and I get a cinnamon bun. The cinnamon bun was wrapped in saran wrap, and the caramel macchiato really didn't taste that good. I pretty much prefer Starbucks' caramel macchiato. it was like the coffee wasn't very strong, but it wasn't a strong caramel flavor. You know that flavor of coffee when you put too much water and not enough coffee grounds, and it's strong, but it tastes watered down. It was like that. It was almost like it was one of two things. They either it wasn't strong enough coffee, or they didn't add enough of the creamer that you're supposed to use when you make caramel macchiatos or something like that. Because whenever I get the caramel macchiato from from Starbucks, it's always like pretty good and has like a strong sugar flavor and it tastes creamy. But like with that particular one, I mean, I guess that's why no one goes there. I guess, I don't know, it didn't seem busy. It wasn't like it was super busy when I was there, but every time I go to Starbucks, there's like the Starbucks that is in Harris. I may have mentioned or not. There's a Starbucks in the lobby at Harris. It's not always like super busy, but there's always like a little bit of a line, like 3 or 4 people. It's in a hotel, so it's also not like a full-size Starbucks. So we go to the table. I do that, right? I'm skipping ahead of myself. So I get that, I eat it, and then you can bring your coffee and stuff like that to the you can bring coffee and things like that to the casinos, but I wasn't gonna bring any food in there. So I ate my cinnamon roll, and it was mid. It was like a 4, 5 at best. Kevin Samuelson, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, it was like not great, but it wasn't bad. It was like if I could literally make like a Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon roll, and it would be like 10 times better. It just wasn't that great. So I get on with the cinnamon roll. I grab my coffee and I go to the tables. My dad's been at the table for like probably 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 15, well, 5 to 10 minutes at this point, probably. It didn't take me that long to get my coffee and cinnamon roll. So I get to the table. My dad's on a roll. He's rolling them dice, because we're playing craps. So he's on a roll, and long story short, I think he bought in with 300. Now on the craps table, there's this thing called the all tall, and the all small, and you can hit all of it. Basically, your goal is to roll a certain amount of numbers. It gives you the numbers on the board. You're supposed to, I think it's like you hit 2, 3, 6, not like you're supposed to hit very specific numbers. If you hit all those numbers before you roll a 7, you basically make like 90 to 1, or what was it? Like 90 to 1 times your money or something like that. So my dad, I think he had 555 on them. I don't know the math, okay? I could be wrong. I don't know the math. So the gist of it is, I don't know how much my dad was betting, but he basically went out of there with like $700. So it was pretty good. And then after that, we went to the Beau Rivage, and I picked up. Here we go. We picked up. So there's these different. Oh shoot. There's different players' cards. Now, I'm not gonna show you my specific code because I don't think, and it also has my full name on there, so I don't want to show you the full thing, but they look like this. This is for Beau Rivage. They're like players' cards, little rewards cards. I think that's a Sapphire. Yeah, Sapphire MGM rewards. And then this is the one for the IP, Boyd rewards. So you get different players' cards. Usually, what happens is you go to the dealer, you go to the table, and then you buy in, so you get your certain amount of money that you want, and then you give them that card. It's how they track and give you rewards points for how much money you make and stuff like that, or how much money you bet and spend, basically. Because they'll comp you rooms if you're a big spender, Oh, this guy spends a lot of money, let's bring him back. That kind of thing. So like the casinos. I really enjoy them. And I know it's like, okay, you don't want to get addicted to gambling, but I don't have an addictive personality like that. I'm very good about regulating myself. Because at this point, if I wasn't good at regulating myself, I would have. So, I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but I lost a lot of weight during COVID. So, because I lost a lot of weight during COVID. One second. So, because I lost a lot of weight during COVID, like, since then, I really haven't had. I'm addicted to food. As you can see, I'm eating as a YouTube channel, as a content creator. So, that's one thing that I really like to do. This meal is relatively healthy compared to most things that I eat. And you're like, chicken and rice. Well, it has veggies in it, like it has spinach and onions. But that's like, this is more on the healthier side. I mean, you saw me recently eat Wendy's. I was gonna eat Taco Bell. I ate Taco Bell earlier. I was gonna eat Taco Bell for this video, but I was too hungry and didn't feel like filming right when I was hungry then. So I decided, let me go ahead. But now that I'm, hungry again, I'm like, let me go ahead and make an actual video, so I have something to upload for you guys. Now, in the comment section, if you've made it this far, in the comment section of this video, I would really love it if you guys told me if you would be interested in watching another Minecraft gaming video, because that video didn't do too well on views, and I don't know if it was because when I uploaded it, or if you guys are genuinely don't give a fuck and don't want to watch it. So let me know if you want a part 2. If enough people in the comment section say they want a part 2, I will make one. But I don't want to post content that you guys aren't going to watch, because that's like wasted effort. And then that's also like I'm really trying to hit that 1,000 mark. Another thing, for my 1,000th video, or not 1,000th video, I'm sorry, for 1,000 subscribers, I would love to do like a 1,000 subscriber live stream on YouTube. Now, I've already put something on I put something on the community tab. I'm always posting stuff on the community tab if I have a question for you guys. So if you want to participate in that, then please do. But I am very curious if you guys would be interested in watching and in being there for a live stream. Now, if I schedule one, I'm gonna do a post about it. I'm gonna let you know far in advance, so this Friday or whenever it's gonna happen, because I want people to be able to like show up for it. Now, let me know what day is good for you guys. If you want me to do it on a Sunday, on a Friday, I'll do it on a day I don't have a doctor's appointment, and I don't have a doctor's appointment for at least another week and a half. So not for another week and a half. I think for another week. I think my next doctor appointment's the 18th. Not saying that I'll hit 1,000 subscribers by then. Who knows? But I've already gotten my video's been up for like 5 days, and I've gotten 30 subscribers, and I think I've gotten like 60 or how many subs? I'd like 30 or 40 subs in the last week. So who knows? If I keep on this trend, by 2 weeks from now I could be or 3 or 4 weeks from now, who knows? I could be at 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really trying to see if you guys are interested in some sort of live streams type of content. I think that'd be very interesting. But you have to let me know. I like to do regular live streams, but right now, there's really not a point in doing it. There's really not a point, because I don't think I have enough viewership to really get like a substantial audience. If it's 2 or 3 of y'all in there, I'll do it. It'll give me a chance to talk to you guys and to connect. But if you guys aren't interested, then let me know. Don't work, and I won't worry about it. Oops. Oh shit, damn it. Sorry. be as quiet as I can with this crowd. Not something you want to really be eating with your fingers. So you guys just gotta let me know. So anyways, to finish off the story. So we do all that. We get Burger King for lunch. And then we get on the road to pick up my aunt. And then, so we pick my aunt up. And mind you, this is where it gets ridiculous. Where my aunt lives is about 2 hours away. 2 hours north of where I live. And where we had to go to pick her up, to bring her back to where she lives, is 6 hours from where me and my dad live. So, to put that in perspective, we drove 6 hours down to there to pick her up, 8 hours to her place, and then 2 hours back to ours. So we spent basically 10 hours that whole day driving. You know, I wish I could have contributed to my dad, but I was having some issues and I really couldn't drive, if you know what I mean. So, and he was just tired as crap. He says he's still recovering. We got back like, that would have been Sunday night, and it is now Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday in the early morning, but it was Tuesday. He told me that, you know, he said he's still recovering. He'll be good by tomorrow. Well, today. He'll be good by today, but junk is crazy. So we dropped her off, drove back, and yeah, that's the end of the story. We were just chilling, talking about some pretty cool stuff on the way back. Long road trips give me and my dad a lot of time to like talk about things and stuff, and I get to really talk to him about like what I've been thinking about or what's been bothering me, or this is something kind of funny. Oh well, no, never mind. I'm not gonna bring that up. Anyways, yeah. So just different things that are gonna like that bother me or whatever. So it gives us like a really interesting time to like, you know, converse about that stuff. So now finally I'll let you know like what I've been watching. I went on and tangented about that story just because as a general update, I thought it was an interesting story, and I don't really have a lot to talk about when it comes to stuff that I've been watching. So, I told you in a previous video that I've been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I finished that. Like, I rewatched it. Like, I've seen the series before. But, I've actually, like, oh shit, sorry. Sorry for all the noise. It might not be pronounced in the audio, but I have to go back and check. But anyways, so I went ahead and finished the series, and it's a really good series. Every time I watch it, I notice something different about it that I didn't notice before. So, oh damn, but yeah, so I noticed that it's really just kind of like telling you like everyone, well, not everyone deserves certain chances, but like the whole thing about the whole theme around Full Metal Alchemist. If you haven't watched it, there's an original and there's Brotherhood. When I say Full Metal Alchemist, I mean Brotherhood. Most people who watch it, so there's this huge argument in like the anime community. It's like Full Metal Alchemist, is that better, like the original, or is Brotherhood the original? The reason people like Brotherhood more is because it's based more on the manga, where the original diverges from the manga. So there's like a huge argument. It's like whichever one you watched first. I watched original first, didn't really care for it, watched Brotherhood and loved it. So, you know, that's kind of like that whole thing. Effectively, like the theme theme of Full Metal Alchemist, what it really is, the core theme. I thought the theme was like second chances and like redemption and redeeming yourself. That's like an aspect of the show. But what it's really about at the very end is enjoy the people around you. But there's nothing wrong with you don't have to be special. There's nothing wrong with not having control over your situation and being normal. You don't have to strive to like achieve extra special powers. Like, there's nothing wrong with obtaining knowledge, but thinking you're above people because you're more knowledgeable, like, there's nothing wrong with just being an average human. That's literally the message at the very end. And that's not really like a spoiler. If you want to watch the show, you have to watch the show to understand why. Because basically, now this might be spoilers, so spoiler alert, but everything in the show, if you really analyze it, every person is trying to do something, unless maybe you're talking about Roy Mustang, maybe not him, but almost everyone who's lost something was trying to do something extra special because they thought that they understood the truth. And that's like a big theme in the show. When you understood the truth, so you're trying to like be extra special and you're trying to achieve things. Like, I can't go into too many details if you want to watch it because that will spoil it for you. But this is like the gist of the theme that I gathered. It's not just so much about being like extra, you know what I mean? It's not so much about being like just being extra. It's like they want to achieve something that's virtually impossible. So yeah, but the theme is you don't need to achieve those extra special things because you're special enough being who you are. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And if you've watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and if you've seen the ending, comment below and let me know if you agree with me, because that's kind of what I gathered, but maybe you interpreted something differently. So I watched that. I was watching Dragon Ball Z, but I took a hiatus from that to watch Brotherhood. Then I took a hiatus from Brotherhood to watch Doctor Who, which I'm just going to use that as a show to watch when I'm bored of everything else. That's not a real show that I'm watching. Like, I'm not actively every day watching the show. I should, but I'm kind of like, I'm going to passively watch the show. But anyways, so the show that I've been loving recently, that I actually, if you have Hulu, I'm recommending that you watch the show. The show is really good, and it's called The Bear. Now, The Bear, the lead actor is the same actor that played Philip in Shameless. What's his name? I googled his name. Was it Jeremy? I think it's Jeremy Allen White. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty gosh dang sure that his name is like Jeremy Allen White or something like that. So he's the he's the lead, and he plays this dude named Carmen Berzatti, and it's about this Italian family. Now, Carmen's brother killed himself. This is like the start of the show. This is episode 1. Don't worry about it. I'm not spoiling anything. So Carmen's brother dies, and he leaves Carmen this restaurant in his will. Now, Carmen is like a classically trained chef. Like, he went to France to learn how to cook, and he managed this French restaurant. They keep bringing it up. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but they always bring it up, and it's like the best restaurant in the world apparently. So he's supposed to be this world-renowned chef, Michelin star chef. But the restaurant that his brother left him is like this dingy restaurant in the corner of Chicago, and he wants to elevate it and preserve that restaurant kind of like in his brother's memory type of way. And that's all I can really tell you without spoiling anything. It's a very awesome drama. It's sort of in Shameless style. It's like, I wonder if that guy directed Shameless or wrote Shameless, because it's the same similar style, but it's like a cooking show. So it's like a different show, but it's the same sort of type of themes that you'll get, but for like a cooking show. Like in Shameless, but for a cooking show. Instead of a poor family trying to survive, it's like a restaurant trying to survive. So, really good show. I'm in season 2 and I'm almost caught up with the whole show. And if you haven't watched it, it's really good. Now, if you guys, this is something that's interesting. If you guys spend a lot of time on social media, I spend a lot of time on social media because there's not much for me to do since I'm not working right now. You may have heard of that soundbite so normally how I've heard it is there's a soundbite that circulates Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. And it's this guy, and it's first of all, it's like, it sounds like it's a phone call with this girl, and she's saying like, yeah, he's fat, and I just don't like fat guys or something, or oh, he got fat and I don't like him, he's disgusting, or something like that. And then it cuts to this audio of this guy being like, that hurt. And so, and then the guy says, oh yeah, that hurt, and so then I said, fuck it, watch this. That soundbite where he says, and that hurt, so fuck it, watch this. That soundbite comes from The Bear. And when I heard him say that in the show, the context, I can't give you the context because that'd be ruining the episode for you, but the context in which he says that is such a cool, powerful moment in the show because he's talking about his brother that died. It's really awesome to know like that's that soundbite, but it was used in a different context. That's also kind of cool because it's usually like for guys working out or for a guy on a motorcycle doing something cool or whatever. It's usually when hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not sounding like a rambling idiot. Either way, I don't mind sounding like a rambling idiot. I usually am a rambling idiot, like 90% of the time. But, so that's kind of like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's where that soundbite comes from. And it's cool that that's where that soundbite comes from. But yeah, that's about it. Now, if you have any suggestions, my chair is really uncomfortable, sorry. So, if you have any suggestions on what I should watch next as far as anime, let me know. But I will tell you what's on my next list is I do want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen because everyone's been raving about Jujutsu Kaisen. I've seen season 1 of Demon Slayer. Wasn't impressed. So if you recommend Demon Slayer, I'm just gonna laugh at you in the comments because I don't like that show. Sorry if you guys are like Demon Slayer stans, but I really just don't like the side characters. Now, the main character and the whole plot, I'm okay with that. I'm like, okay, it's basic, but I can like the animation, so I can kind of watch it. But the side characters killed it for me so hard. It's very hard for me to watch the show. Damn near impossible. I really can't get past it. And I know that you guys might have a different opinion. You have to let me know. But I'm gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen after I finish Dragon Ball Z. So I only have 80 episodes left of Dragon Ball Z. I think I have 100 episodes left. But I can knock that out in 2 weeks. And you're like, 100 episodes in 2 weeks? Dude, I got past the Frieza saga in 2 weeks of watching Dragon Ball Z. The Frieza saga happens at like episode 50. And then I got past that in like a week and a half. I was watching I think in the morning, I was watching like overnight, I was watching 5 episodes. I would take a break. I'd watch 1 or 2 episodes during the day, and then I'd watch 5 episodes at night again. I watched at least 7 episodes a day. So if you're talking about a week's worth of that, that's 70 episodes. You're like, how do you get so far? I mean, I would take breaks, like full days where I don't watch the show at all. But when I would watch the show, when I say I binge anime and I binge shows, I binge stuff. I binge watch. It's a terrible habit. It's something I do a lot. And when I see you're like, you don't have an addictive personality. Not as far as like getting addicted to substances. Like food's the closest thing. Like I didn't get addicted to painkillers, thank God. I didn't get addicted to like really any sort of pain medication or anything like that. I don't really get addicted to things. I get addicted to routines. So if I have a routine of doing something, I get addicted to that and I want that. But I have cravings like everyone else, and I have things that I want like everyone else. But I can be pretty disciplined about certain things. Although some things I'm just like, I need it fucking right now. But, you know, if you have any suggestions of what videos you want to see from me in the future, always feel free to leave them in the comments. You know, just don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I really enjoy your guys' feedback. I love the channel growth. Oh, also, side note, thank you for 800 subs. I'm at like 806 right now, last time I checked. Hopefully when this video goes live, I get like 100 more, 30 more, whatever. But I really enjoy you guys, you know, subscribing and liking to the channel. Thanks to everyone new who subscribed. I really enjoy you guys. I love making these videos, so go ahead and, you know, keep supporting me. If you would like to show any additional support, I always have it linked in the description of the video for a PayPal if you want to send any tips. Don't feel obligated to, but I mention it in every video now because if you happen to want to, it's there. Don't worry about it, but if you want to, it's there. But yeah, guys, just like, all the support I need from you is just like, comment, subscribe, help me out there. Let me know what you want from me in the comments about the live stream idea, and also any suggestions or anything like that I talked about in this video. But you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope that you guys are doing well. Let me know how you're doing in the comments, everything like that, and you guys have a great rest of your day.